EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. 7 yards there and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once more, here's Eckler.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, it's Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Shifts by him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they stick with Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. On first down, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, nice move. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, Your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go, boy. Give us some. Give us some. Who wants some? Let's go, man. Let's ride. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nothing. Do your thing. You know what you do.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 6-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
On 2nd down and 4, Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down at 4. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. From the 24, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play. It's Eckler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 93 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Herbert on first down now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This is where you step up. Right here. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's right. Once again, we got to get it done. Let's go. Let us go. Big time. It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Let's be smart.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's caught by Jennings. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. His throw incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. That's caught right side by Palmer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Steps in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
He's supposed to catch that, baby. That's how.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 110 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
I got you, baby.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Eckler now between the tackles. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Garoppolo on first down. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Garoppolo. Gotta have this one. This will be caught. It's Samuel. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Up the middle with Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Eckler, touchdown, Chargers. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will make this a 19-point game.
You ready to roll? What's the deal, y'all? Let's go, fellas. It's one play. Let's talk about what we got to do here. Hey, what we got? Come on with it, man. Let's rock and roll, baby. Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Guys, when you get it on right now, this is your game, baby. Let's rock and roll.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Garoppolo now. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Let's have some fun. Let's get some.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. That's complete left side to Gray. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings from 6 yards away. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Let's go, baby. Come on, baby. Get it on. Let's do it. Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Hey, no goal. Let's hit it. You get it, baby.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.